Breathe it in, boys. We're in Mexico, the jewel of the Caribbean, as they like to call it.
Who calls Mexico the jewel of the Caribbean?
I don't know. They do.
Who is they?
You know, they, the royal they. It's like the royal we, but like the opposite.
I've never heard of the royal they.
Barack, there are a million words in the English language. Of course you wouldn't know them all. You aren't Merriam-Webster.
I'm going to take a shot in the dark that you think Merriam-Webster is a person, don't you?
Hey, what's with all this emphasis on words? I'd think you'd be more butthurt over the fact that I'm wearing an authentic Mexican sombrero. Get over yourself, Barry. The Mexicans don't care. Not wearing sombreros is something white people made up to seem Mexican, like hard-shell tacos or the word Latinx.
I do think you wearing a sombrero is deeply offensive, but I've chosen to pick my battles.
I think it's quite becoming personally. I wish I had thought to wear a sombrero because my outfit is hotter than I had anticipated it would be.
Yeah, Joe, it was certainly a choice to wear a mayonnaise costume on our Mexican vacation.
Well, it's Cinco de Mayo, and I wanted to honor the meaning of the holiday.
Joe, Cinco de Mayo doesn't have anything to do with mayonnaise. It's a celebration of Mexico's victory over the French Empire at the Battle of Puebla, which, while it did not end the Second French intervention in Mexico, it proved to be an inspiration to Mexico and its people for years to come.
If they didn't want me wearing a mayonnaise costume, they shouldn't have put it in the name of the day.
Why would anyone celebrate beating the French in a war thing? That's like celebrating stepping on an ant. I guess I shouldn't be surprised. We know how sleepy these people are. Just getting out of bed that day must have been a big to-do.
Oh Lord, give me the strength to accept the things I cannot change.
Why are you praying, Barack? This isn't church. Anyway, let's hurry up before they give our table away at the restaurant.
That's what I am saying. If we just take all the food and put it in a big pile for people to just grab, we would solve world hunger. Why has no one made a serious attempt to implement the food pile yet?
Could we be the first to ever think of it? Who do we need to tell about this to make it a reality?
From my years in business, I know that if you want to get something done, you have to go to the CEO. Any idea who the CEO of food is?
No, but he probably has a fancy name like Reginald Todford III.
That sounds right to me. Let's go talk to this Reginald this instant.
Whoa, wait. What if there are issues with the big food pile we have yet to consider? Like, and this might be nothing, what if the food goes bad on account of because of heat or something? Food sometimes goes bad in heat, I've been told.
Haha. Well, Todd, that's a simple fix. All we need is to put a big refrigerator pile next to the big food pile to keep all the food cold.
You're a genius. My goodness, I can't believe we're actually doing this. We're gonna solve world hunger.
Aw, damn it, they're packed. I knew we shouldn't have spent so much time arguing over the political correctness of my sombrero.
I think the 10 minutes you made the bus stop so that you could get an Arnold Palmer from a convenience store held us up a lot longer.
I needed an Arnold Palmer, though, because you can't drink the water down here.
We were 2 stops away from the restaurant. You could have waited.
Nuh-uh, there's no telling if this place has authentic Arnold Palmers or if they make them in-house.
Well, it doesn't matter now since we'll have to find somewhere else to eat. I think I saw a Taco Bell down the road.
No, look. Is that who I think it is?
I never said we couldn't have a drinks pile for sodas and such. I'm only saying it should probably be separate from the food pile.
But what if I want a soda with my pizza? I have to go to 2 different piles. Feels like we're making more work than ever.
Hey guys, what are you doing here? We didn't even know you two were friends.
We bonded in North Korea, so we've been emailing each other back and forth, looking for a time to hang out again. Cinco de Mayo seemed like the perfect opportunity to take a friend vacation.
Hey guys, guess what? We came up with a way to solve world hunger.
Is it the big food pile? It's been done before, it doesn't work. Before you tell me you thought of a big refrigerator pile to go next to it, that's not the problem. The real issue is the structural integrity. The greatest minds in engineering have yet to find a way to keep it from falling over.
Well, drats.
Don't feel so bad, Todd. I didn't even think of the refrigerator pile part when I gave it a shot. I ended up with 10 million rotten apples. The only option I had was to bake them into a very large pie. It tasted terrible, but it got me into the Guinness Book of World Records, making all the kids at recess super jealous of me.
So hey, do you guys mind if we join you? It seems the rest of the restaurant is full.
I don't mind, but we have no extra chairs. Is this gonna be a lap situation? I'll warn you that I'm easily aroused.
We can probably just stand to eat. It's nothing I haven't done before. I went through a huge countertop phase in the 80s, but it also happened to line up with my anti-stool phase, which left me with no real options for seating.
Then pull up a nothing and let's devour these nachos.
Well, that was a great lunch, and Todd really hammered out all the issues with the big food pile. I think we may have finally cracked world hunger. Everyone needs to promise not to tell Israel, though. They're weirdly against it for some reason. I mean, so is the United States, but that's in a joking way, I hope.
It's not in a joking way.
Yikes, well, we can't let it ruin our Cinco de Mayo. Next up on our list of celebrations is the Hispanic tradition of catcalling. We need to find women in the street and scream at them until they want to be with us. I'm not super sure of the Mexican techniques, but that's more or less how I got Melania to fall in love with me, so I should be good.
I don't know if that's what catcalling is exactly, and trying it in a foreign country sounds like an incredibly bad idea.
What could possibly go wrong? You're on board, right, Joe?
Sure, why not? Catcalling has a rich and storied tradition dating back to ancient Egypt, where people would call to cats in order to get wishes from those mystical felines. 9 out of 10 of those wishes involved getting someone to fall in love with them, hence the modern meaning of the term. The other ones were usually wishes to banish the aliens who had invaded our lands and forced us to build pyramids. That's right, aliens were in ancient Egypt, but they didn't build the pyramids. They just hung around and watched alien TV and movies. Aliens knew about the wire before, like everyone.
I still think it's a bad idea.
Sorry, you're overruled. Sucks to suck. Oh, look, there's a woman. Hey, baby, are you from Tennessee? Because you're the only 10 I see.
I think she's probably from Mexico, not Tennessee.
Oh, geez, Barack, you ruined it. Your dumb remark is probably why she's walking away and laughing. I'll need to up the ante with the next one. Hey, sweet cheeks, looking pretty good. How about you come over here, get on your knees, and suck my... Barack, before you say this is all my fault, I honestly believe no one down here could speak English.
Donald, let's just stay quiet and try and enjoy this Mexican prison as best as we can.
On the positive side, the jail guy said we only have to spend a week in prison before a judge deports us back to America.
Kind of weird being on the other side of that. I suppose this is what is known as karma. Well, I've sure learned my lesson. No more stopping buses in order to get Arnold Palmer's. I'll just wait until we reach the restaurant from now on.
Donald, is that really the lesson you learned? You've gained no knowledge about how to treat women or how to behave in a foreign country, or even maybe about respecting cultures by not doing inappropriate things like wearing someone's traditional clothing as a costume.
I'll have you know that during my strip search, I was complimented on my sombrero and poncho. Not to mention they absolutely loved my maracas. They had me play them a song. Naturally, I chose Feliz Navidad as the only Mexican song I know. It went very well.
Give it up, Barack. You know Donald is incapable of learning lessons. However, if I learned a lesson, it's that Cinco de Mayo is not about mayonnaise, but about getting arrested with your friends. How about you play some of that Feliz Navidad for us, Donald?
It'd be my pleasure.